Okay, what's up guys, it's 7 Beats aka Series here, bringing you with another commentary on my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be showing you how I made this piano dark trap beat in FL Studio. And be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe on this video. And forget, let's just get right into it. Okay, this first sound is a piano out of East West, and I use East West a lot for like my pianos and my violins and stuff like that. I've said this repeatedly in other videos, but download East West, link is in the description. It's only $20 per month, and I advise you to check it out. But this piano comes out of East West, and this is actually a very simple piano melody, and it actually has a gross beat preset on it, just the half speed, and it has another sound from East West. I mean, it's a reverb, actually, not a sound. And I use Quantum Leap Spaces as my reverb of choice. And I also have an imager to stereolize it a little bit. And this EQ, I don't know why it's here, it's just nothing on it. So let me show you what it sounds like with those effects on it. Yeah, okay, later on I'm going to be showing you how I like vary the sound a little bit in the beat, because this is literally the main melody throughout the beat, but I just varied it just slightly a little bit throughout the beat. I'll show you at the end, but let's go into the next sound. Okay, this next sound is a ARP out of Nexus, and it has the half speed preset just like the previous sound, and it also has, actually, I really don't understand why these EQs are here. And then I also have another imager on here, to a little bit more of a stereo image to the sound. And this sound is actually very simple. Again, another very simple sound. This is literally just the bottom notes from the piano, I think played up an octave. So let's play it right now. Okay, as you can hear, it's just a very simple melody. This melody is actually used to like build tension before like the breakdown of the beat. So, and I'll explain this more further a little later, but for now, let's go to the next sound. Okay, this next sound is also out of Nexus too, and it's just one of the vocal synths out of Nexus. And I also added the half speed preset from Gross Beat. This whole beat just has half speed on it. Only one sound has triplet on it, and it's the last sound actually after this one. And here's what this sounds like. Okay, I'll explain more how I use this sound in the beat, but for right now, let's just go to the next sound. Okay, this last sound is just a pad out of Expand 2. And I use Expand a lot in my beats more recently. Like my more newer beats, I use this a lot more. And all it has is a simple triplet preset from Gross Beat, and didn't even use the EQ. I took out a little bit of the highs, I guess, like a very minute detail of it. And then, well, here's what it sounds like. Okay, I'll explain a little bit more how I use this sound a little later, but now let's get right into the drums. Okay, here's what the hi-hats sound like. Okay, also with these hi-hats, I pan them left to right to, add a little bit of variation to them, because they're kind of, most of the time they just hit towards the center, but I like them kind of sound like they're bouncing around. And here's what it actually looks like. Looks a little bit something like this. And let's go to the next sound. Okay, his next sound is the snare, and all it has is a EQ that brings up some of the mids, and I added the reverb from Quantum Spaces again, and just a simple reverb to make the snare hit a little harder. And I also added an imager, which made it a little bit more mono, but also, yeah, just made it more mono actually. And then here's what it sounds like. Okay, let's go to the next sound. Okay, his next sound is a kick, and it sounds like this. Okay, let's go to the next sound. Okay, his next sound is the 808, and you might not be able to hear it if you're not wearing headphones, but here's what it sounds like. Okay, here's what the drums sound like all together. Okay, as you can hear, the hi-hats really add that little bit of bounce to it, and the snare really like kind of hits hard because of that reverb I added to it. And the kick hits really hard in this beat, and the 808 just sounds kind of dirty. I can't really describe it. It kind of goes great with the dark aesthetic I was going for the beat. And let's go to the last sound. Okay, this last sound is just a synth bass I got out of Nexus, and I also added I added an imager, making it mono, so because sometimes I like my synth basses to hit just in the mono, not like like they're kind of sound like they're panning left or right, or like I don't know how to explain it. But, and I also took out most of the highs because sometimes it has like a weird high frequency noise in the bass, so I just take that whole noise out, and here's what it sounds like. Okay, again, you might not have been able to hear that if you weren't wearing headphones, but let's get right into the arrangement section of the video. Okay, so the way I did this piano, I actually took out, as you can see in the beginning, I actually took out the top notes of the piano. The very first pattern has all the top notes missing, and then, no, let me just play it for you real quick so you can hear it.
S7, you sleep?
Okay, as you can hear at first, the piano just was playing the chords at first and not the top notes. And then as the beat kind of like came in, I started to add it. And then as you can hear, like there was like I had a reverse cymbal. Then I like added a reverse cymbal to the beat to like add a little bit of tension before like the cymbal actually hits normally without it being reversed. And then like comes in, and then the drums come in, and then it hits hard. You know, it kind of like hits really hard in your ears, and you know, kind of gets you a little turnt, I guess. And as you can hear, I also used that vocal synth from earlier to like add a little bit of tension to the beginning of the beat. And also I used that ARP, and let me play it real quick, but first let me show you how it like kind of like goes into it first. Let me show you. Okay, as you can hear, the art really like built tension into the breakdown, which then I used the vocals to like add a little bit of like variation during the breakdown, and then I used the pad to like kind of transition from the breakdown to the next verse section. And as you can hear, this is a very basic beat, very simple actually. And if you can hear, I actually also added the synth bass and took out the 808, kind of like take it out and then bring the 808 back for when the verse actually starts again. But that's how I made this beat. And so don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day, and see ya. Bye. And here's what the final beat sounds like.
At 7, you sleep.